Hello students, in our today's class we will study about selection. Okay, so in the previous class we had studied about recruitment. Okay, so what we had done there is, so in recruitment we are going to collect a pool of candidates. Okay, that is, we are going to stimulate the candidates who are suitable for that particular job to apply for that particular occupation. Okay, or maybe for that particular post. Okay, so in selection what we are going to do is, we are going to select the best candidates among that pool of candidates. Okay, so here we are trying to find out the ones who are good for that particular job. So it might be from your external source or it might be from your internal source. Okay, so it might be any source, but here in selection the main goal is to select the right person for that particular job. Okay, so it is the process of differentiating between applicants in order to identify and hire those with the greater chances of success in the job. Okay, so we are going to select the best among them. Okay, so as I have told you earlier also, okay, greater the pool of candidates created, there are more chances of getting the best ones for that particular job. Okay, so we are going to hire the best people from that particular candidates. Okay, then we'll see the difference between recruitment and selection. Okay, this particular topic will be asked in your examination for 2 marks. Okay, so we'll see the basis. First one is the meaning. Okay, an activity of searching for potential candidates and encouraging them to apply. Okay, so here we are searching and we are stimulating the candidates or the people to apply for that particular job, whereas your selection, it is the process of selecting the best candidates and offering them the job. Okay, so in recruitment you are not going to offer the job, you are just trying, you are just stimulating them to apply for that particular job, whereas in your selection you are giving them job. Okay, that is, you are offering them job if they are selected. Then approach, so your recruitment is a positive approach. Okay, why it is positive? Because here they are seeking to increase the application pool. Okay, so recruitment, greater the pool, there will be more chances of selecting the best candidates. Okay, so here you are trying to increase the number of candidates who are trying to apply for that particular job. Okay, whereas your selection, it is negative. Okay, why it is negative? Because we are going to reduce the applicant pool until one ideal candidate is identified. Okay, say suppose if you have given the advertisement on newspaper for the post of lecturer in a college. Okay, say there are 2 posts vacant for the post of lecturer. Okay, now whenever there will be interview, okay, say the date of interview will be given on the newspaper. So on the date of interview, not only 2 candidates are going to apply, but there will be lots of candidates. Say there might be 20 candidates who are going to apply for only 2 posts. Okay, so recruitment means what? Those 20 people who are applying, that is recruitment. Selection means what? After whatever the interview is over, so whoever are selected, the best 2 candidates will be selected, that is selection. Okay, then objective of your recruitment is inviting more candidates to apply for a vacant position. Okay, here choosing the most suitable candidate and rejecting the rest. Okay, so here key factor is advertising the job. So recruitment is about telling the people that there is vacancy in a particular organization, whereas in your selection the key factor is to appoint the candidate. Okay, so whatever selection process you are doing, it is to appoint the right candidate for that job. Okay, so in the coming to your sequence, in the sequence recruitment comes first. Okay, so first you are going to recruit. Okay, that is, you are going to give the advertisement, you are going to search for the internal or the external source. Then comes your selection. Okay, that is, whenever the pool is created, at that time you are going for selection. Then we'll see the factors affecting the process of selection. Okay, so first one is the nature of selection. Okay, so that means what? Whether you are going for faulty or safe selection. Okay, so suppose if you are going for longer selection processes, okay, at that time more training is required. Okay, suppose if your selection process is wrong, okay, so maybe you have made some mistakes in the tests and all, at that time you are the one, that is, the company is the one who is going to bear the training expenses. So thus it will increase the cost of that particular organization. Then policy of the company. Okay, so what is the policy of the company? In some companies what happens is, they are going to select more students than the required people. Okay, then they are going to remove the ones who don't set for that particular job. Okay, so what is the policy of the company? In some companies they will select the exact number as required. Suppose if there are 10 vacancies, then they are going to hire only 10 people. Okay, so the policy of the company also affects your selection process. Then probationary period. Okay, so generally the probationary period should be short enough. Okay, so suppose if it is longer enough, okay, if the probationary period is long, at that time the selected candidates will have uncertainty mindset. Okay, so they might feel whether they are going to keep us in the organization or no. Okay, so there will be no security about their job. So probationary period affects your selection process. Then profile matching factor. So whenever the candidates are selected, there will be certain tests taken. Okay, so the test we are going to study in the selection process tomorrow. So on the basis of that, there will be scores for each and every candidates. Okay, so various tests will be there. It will be knowledge test, aptitude test. So whatever the tests are made, it should match with the candidates qualification. Okay, so biodata whatever they have given. Suppose if it is a job of a lecturer, at that time whatever the test is done, it should be related to maybe towards communication, okay, towards handling of the subject, not relating to some corporate world and all. Okay, so here it should match the profile of that particular candidate. Then organizational and social factors. Okay, sometimes what happens is candidates will be matching the job profile. Okay, they will match with the job profile, with the qualifications, they will pass the test and all, but what happens is they cannot adjust in the organizational and social factors. Okay, say for example there is a vacancy in Sirsi. Okay, now what happens, somebody from Delhi is coming to work in Sirsi. At that time it is really hard for that person to adjust with the taste and preferences over here. Okay, because it differs a lot. Okay, so that is what organizational and social factors, it really affects the selection process. Then successive hurdles. Okay, so the candidates will have to face various hurdles in the selection stage. Okay, so first one is application scrutiny, test will be there, interviews will be there, medical examinations will be there, group discussion will be there, references will be there. Okay, so it is your selection process. Okay, so he has to qualify each and every hurdles, only then he will be selected for that particular job. Then comes your multiple correlation. Okay, so candidates cannot get all the qualities. Okay, see, everybody has their own advantages and disadvantages. Okay, nobody is perfect. Okay, so what happens is some candidates may have some positive, okay, that is the pros, and some may have the cons as well. Okay, so the organization must consider their positive points. Okay, they should not focus too much on the negative factors of the candidates. Okay, then comes reliability. Okay, reliability means the test conducted in the organization. Okay, so in selection there will be various tests. Okay, so in that test the score achieved by that particular candidate should be consistent. Okay, it's not that first he is scoring 10 out of 100, then he is scoring 90 out of 100, in the next test he is scoring 5 out of 100. Okay, that is not consistency. Okay, so whatever scores are there, it should be reliable, it should be consistent, in that he should be consistent in the test conducted by the organization for the purpose of selection. Then validity. Okay, so he must have the validity. Okay, that means he must have supervisory skill, he must have intelligence. Okay, then he must have extra qualities and all. Okay, so he must be valid for that particular job. Then selection ratio. Okay, so selection ratio, it is the ratio of number of applicants to be selected to the total number of applicants available. Okay, see, suppose if there are 2 vacancies in a college and if 100 people are applying for that particular job. Okay, now what happens, the selection ratio is what it is, we have lots of options for us. Okay, we want only 2 people for the college, but there are 100 people who are employed. So at that time the selection procedure goes long and long. Okay, so thus it affects the selection process of the organization. Okay, so that's it for the day. Thank you, have a nice day.